All right, we're back with Minecraft. Getting close to episode 50. I did not see that coming when I started playing Minecraft. Okay, it's a beautiful day outside. We made it back yesterday. So today we have to take an assessment of, take stock of what we have and what we need. However, I'm trying to get better at one thing each episode. And what we're going to do this time is go to options, accessibility. I thought there was going to be auto jump. There it is. Boom. Auto jump on. Anything else we love here? Okay. That's a good start. Back to game. Now I got to go test it. Where am I going to test it? Here. And so I probably should call out people who leave good tips, because that's a great tip. Thank you. I kind of have worn out the space bar on my keyboard. I bought the keyboard, trying to get I used to use mechanical keyboards, and I thought, well, where am I gonna put my gear? I don't really have a gearbox, but I need one. That sounds like a car reference. Let's make a chest. Let's start there. Okay. Boom. So I used to use mechanical keyboards, and I'm gonna put the chest right by my bed. That'd be cute, right? No reason not to, I don't think. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so used to use mechanical keyboards. I had heard that they were better for gaming purposes. Just you knew when you had clicked on something. I don't know that I honestly noticed that big a difference, but I did. Oops, I can't double that. All right, get a little distracted. But they were loud, so I bought this keyboard that I'm using for recording purposes, and I think I'm wearing it out about a little over a year in. Which is a good reminder that we're pushing for 1,000 subscribers so we can get monetized by YouTube, so YouTube can pay for my gear, new computer, new keyboard, stuff like that, games of course. All right, so this is kind of the special category there. Whole ore. I haven't learned what flint and steel is for yet, so we'll just hold off. Andesite. I've got to have andesite somewhere. There? Yep. And stone. I've learned that stone is what you get when you mine by hand instead of getting cobblestone. So shame on me. Not really a whole lot of point in keeping that, to be honest with you. Running out of room here, folks. Moss block. I don't know how excited I am by a moss block. That might get tossed later. Dirt. Let's put all the dirt together. Okay. Boom. Brown mushrooms. Okay, that goes in the food container. I think that's over here. Well, this is more is this food or is this, well, I've got mushrooms in there, so I guess it is food. Boom. We got a bunch of bread. I should carry some bread with me or something. I've got the apple, a raw chicken. How long does that keep? Is this refrigerated? Glistening melon slice. Don't know what to do with that yet. Raw beef. I think we'll just go throw that on the Barbie here. Let's put that there. Boom. Put that up. That'll give me just a little bit of food to get through. I'm gonna put the berries here. We can always plant those later, maybe. We did end up with some firefly bush, which is probably the only good thing. Leaf litter. We don't need that. Probably the only good thing that came out of all our adventures. All right. I got a few things I don't know what to do with. I think this is the don't know what to do with them container. Now, we have gear. Let's put the gear in our gearbox. Ooh, fishing pole. All right, I probably should put that on. Tripwire hook. Haven't figured out what to do with that yet. Sounds cool. All right, is that the gear? Looks like the gear. We've got some extra bags in here. That's gear. Okay, like that. Yeah, summarizes it. So I do want to take the string because I want to make another fishing pole. Very valuable when you're out and about and you need food suddenly. Now, some would say, hey, you're out and about, you shouldn't need food suddenly. You should be preparing in advance. Yeah, I have learned in this game, life doesn't always go according to plan. Okay, I was going to put that on. Whoop, whoop. Wear the shield. In bad shape, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. Actually, these are kind of lower quality gear. Stone instead of the nice iron stuff. All right, let's go make a fishing pole. Dooby-dooby-doo. Fishing. Boom. Make it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we'll do this and that there. Okay. Now torches. We need torches. What do we have for coal? Not a lot. Not a lot of coal. Oh, we better take a bone though in case we see a doggy that wants to be trained. And for that matter, it would be nice if we had some raw fish. I need to go fishing. What? Oh, is it getting dark already? Did I just spend the whole day organizing stuff? Really? Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's put some of this stuff in here that I don't think we're going to need in the near future. Whole ore. Interesting. Okay. I think I've said that before. What do I want? I want to make... I need my coal. Because I need my sticks. I got my sticks. Let's make torches. Oops. Or a torch. A single torch. Boom. Put all those and all those. Shift. Boom. Okay, we got a ton of torches. We need to go fishing. And we're gonna keep those leather boots with us because I think that helps us walking on snow. Walking on sunshine. Woo-hoo. We're gonna put them on because the disappearing in snow thing is about as bad as it gets. Now, someone said the shovel was the right thing. I was just spazzing with it and need to not do that. So let's go back here. That looks kind of special. Shovel. Maybe I need to make a shovel. Do I have what it takes to make a shovel? Yes, I can make a wooden shovel, which doesn't sound like much, but if you're in bad shape, be clutch. Okay. Well, I don't have a pick. I need a pick. For now, this will do. Axe. Boom. Okay. For now, that will work. All right. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. Let's go to bed. We've kind of assessed what we've got. We've decided we need fish because we want to get a kitty. And I know where to find kitties now. Now, can I get back there? TBD. Okay. So fishing is on the list of things to do. I'm going to just do this because I can do my auto jumping, which I love. Thank you. Oh, there they are. It's a rough life. Boom. Well, let's go grab some skanky food. Just because if we get a doggy, you might want it. That looks like Creepersville. Okay. So this is kind of our reference to get to the kitty verse. I don't need to press that. I've got to break that habit. Just curious what's up here. Boom, boom. Oh, that is so nice. Now, just kind of handle the going around to the side. Okay. That looks like a beacon. I think we came this way, and the kitty place. I know that's just the mines again, but dang, man. That's so cool. I think the kitty place is out here somewhere. There is the ice. Man, I've come to realize how close I was to finding my way out. But let's just go. We're just going to fish right now. I don't think we're going to get a cat because we don't have fish to get cat. I need to get the fish. Didn't seem real interested in raw chicken, although I was very focused on getting back here and probably didn't give him a fair chance. Cat or dog, either one. We know there are dogs over this way, so we'll go this way. This is also like, this is a nice kind of medium sort of space. Nothing special, but not garbage either. Boy, I was watching another gal. I should get her name. You subscribed. Thank you for that. And I was just kind of going and watching her stuff. I like to do that when I have time, go watch some of the subscribers and see what they're up to. And she found this really cool place, and I want to go watch. I know I talked about this already, but it was that cool, right? Bears repeating. The interesting thing, and I know I mentioned this before, she's sort of the quiet, silent type when she plays, whereas I just repeat myself. All right, someone was telling me that, I think it was the hoe is a quick way to make a little road. But that's not a bad idea either. And then the fancy, I keep forgetting I don't have to do that anymore. And then cobblestone would be another more complicated but cooler way to make a road. But I should make a road over here, because this is clearly part of my journey. You know, like, it's a place I'm going to go a lot if I stay at the mines. And I say if I stay at the mines, I fully intend to stay at the mines. It's just, I've discovered there are a lot of other cool places. That was the positive from my whole experience. I gotta remember if I right click or left click. We'll find out now. Boom. Oh. I have said I'm trying to get better, like one thing each time I play. And maybe the next thing is building a road. Whoops, I'm not a very good fisherman. Building a road between the mines and this place. Actually, I think that'd be kind of a good next step. Getting some food makes a ton of sense. We're just gonna fish today. We'll do the road tomorrow, and then what? I'm actually kind of current with my videos, so a lot of times I've recorded like 8 videos over the weekend and string them out over the week. But right now, I'm just kind of gaming late or over lunch hour type thing. Like, I'm very current. I'll be honest, I was kind of in a bad place with Minecraft for a while there, and took a little break. So I'm not booked out ahead the way I usually am. I prefer the other style. I mean, it's nice interaction wise to be current, but it is also nice knowing you've got, like, you know, a week's worth in the hopper and you don't have to worry about it if something else comes up. Because, you know, I've talked about how I have a bunch of kids. Stuff comes up, right? That you're like, oh, Dad, I have a concert performance this weekend. It's like, oh, okay. I did not know that's how I was going to spend my Saturday. Now I do. Anyhoot. And I act like, you know, have to do it. It's a choice, right? You choose to do these things because they're your kids and you love them. And it's cool to see your kids do well, regardless of what it is. My youngest just took a biliteracy test because he really enjoys Spanish. In fact, we're going to Spain within the next year, partially because he's been learning Spanish and seems to be good with it. There's a gal nearby who is from Colombia, obviously speaks Spanish, so they seem to be able to carry on a conversation, which I think is impressive for a high school student. And oh, okay, it's broken. I was going with that though. He recently took a biliteracy test, and I guess you can get like a certificate of biliteracy. And he scored the highest our high school's ever had someone score for a non-native Spanish speaker. So good on him. Give him a quick shout out, even though he probably doesn't watch this. He's super busy with stuff, so it's not like a bad thing if he's not watching this. Like, he's got his own stuff going on. I have found, you know, you think about like, why do you do something? Why do you do a YouTube channel? And part of it is like, there is a cool sense of community here where, you know, people will have conversations, and I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of neat. I feel like when I play this and then go back and read the comments, that it's like playing with a friend who's giving me the advice I need, you know, settling me down if I'm kind of down about things, celebrating the cool stuff, giving me tips and advice on how to play the game better. And that's cool. But it's also just cool to have videos of things. Like, I'll probably always remember getting hopelessly lost in Minecraft and not thinking I would ever find the mines again. I'll probably always remember that, and now I can watch it. So I don't know. I have found great intrinsic joy that just comes from having the videos that I can watch. I've also found great community and social joy from interacting with people, you know, and like, I think of it, I mentioned him before, MC Yoda. There's a guy who is doing stuff that honestly doesn't even look like we're playing the same game. Like, whole next level stuff. But it's really cool to go watch, and it's fun, right? Like, he watches my stuff, I watch his stuff. Like, that's cool. My son has one of my sons. Ooh, I just got a key. To what? Okay, I just said you guys help me with advice. What do I use key for? Is there locked stuff? Am I gonna find? I feel like I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons now. Like, am I gonna find a locked chest and now I've got the key for it? Because that's cool. That's a game I'd like to do. Baldur's Gate 3, or even 1 and 2 for that matter. I have not played through. I have started Baldur's Gate 3, and if I'm being honest, I've started about a dozen times, but I've never gotten very far in it. I've gotten to whatever, like, the first village is, and there's like a spoiler alert, come back in 2 minutes if you haven't played Baldur's Gate and plan to. Baldur's Gate 3, you come to like the first city, and there's like a battle with goblins outside, and that's about as far as I've gotten, which I don't think is very far. But that would be another one that I would like to play. When I asked my kids which they would like to see me play, one said, well, I say my kids, my kids, the game. One of them said Baldur's Gate 3, and the other one said Outer Wilds. And so I'm playing Outer Wilds right now, and I started Baldur's Gate 3. The one that suggested Outer Wilds, he regularly watches all my videos, especially the Outer Wilds ones. I shouldn't say all, but he watches a lot of my videos and watches Outer Wilds. The other one is the one who's super busy. I don't think he was watching the Baldur's Gate 3 videos. I found it a little overwhelming to try to keep that many games going at one time. And okay, that's it. It's getting dark. So I kind of had to give up one, and it just made sense to give up the one that neither of my kids is watching. So, but I do kind of want to get back. Like, it seems like a really cool game. I probably mentioned before that I'm an old school D&D guy, like the old white box set from the ancient days. I wonder why that didn't auto jump back there. But anyway, so yeah, it would be fun to do that. Sorry, sheep, but now I have my sword and know where I'm going, so I'm just gonna get some sheepy stuff. Did I get it all? I don't want to leave it behind. Okay, keep going though. It's getting laid out. Oh, and cow. Whoop. Cow's tricky. Cow's fast. Cow, what are you doing? There we go. All right, hopefully I got some leather out of that. I do need to get back. Oh, okay, I'm turned around. Doggone. Okay, I've always got my, I shouldn't say always because it's new. I've got my XYZ coordinates. Like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm back here. I mean, honestly, I could sleep here. It wouldn't be the end of the world. And I talked about building a road. This would be a great chance to do it. I think it's getting late. Let's just stay here. You know, I'm close enough that I'm not worried about getting lost. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. We've kind of reassessed. We've got a plan. The plan for this Minecraft day is to build the road between the village and the mines. Hopefully get lost less, like I just did. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. We are trying to make the push to 1,000 so I can get monetized. I'd love to have YouTube help pay for games and keyboards and computers, which I think I'm going to be needing new ones of in the next 12 months. So please and thank you if you can do that. You can actually unsubscribe, like no hard feelings after I get to 1,000. Just want to get monetized. And then if you're like, he's not really as entertaining as he thinks he is, which is probably true, then I'm cool with it. Please, thank you is all I'll say, and wave goodbye. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great day, great life, play great games.